You've arrived just in time to answer the hardest question.
Would you believe that they just asked, what was your name? Never said. What would you say? Can you do that?
Oh, no, yeah, I mean, did somebody say go fish? It was. I'm sure it was a Xander episode. Maybe that Xander guy. My next favorite episode.
That was the redeeming factor.
That was the speed up. Was that? I remember that. I think there was. I don't know if that's the one where I kind of. I talked to Larry in the dressing room about I know what you do at night. I don't think that was. Was that Go Fish? And he's actually really gay, and I'm like, I know what you do at night. I just remember that he was in a locker room. My least favorite episode, I think, was the first season, and I don't know the title of it, but it was kind of like a Frankenstein one, where a guy was. But I did learn the word, because I was young when I started, I learned the word prodigious because I was checking something out, and I'm like, I didn't find anything, but he did have a pretty prodigious porn collection. But I mean, and I think Beer Bad.
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites. So I did feel like Sam Malone working behind the bar.
All right, so actually I'm going to go ahead and ask you one question that I asked everybody before you showed up earlier, which is, did you ever think that 15 years after playing this role that you would still come into a completely packed room full of people and still have the same level of excitement for a character you played so long ago?
To be honest with you, when we were doing the show, people are more excited about it now than when we were actually doing it. Like I never did a convention. I maybe did 1 or 2 conventions, and when I was actually on the show. And so no, I think it's kind of one of those things. It's just built momentum, So it's kind of I we should thank Jane for that, because without her words, I wouldn't be here right now.
Aww.
I imagine everyone in line's questions might have just changed.
I'm 14 and I watched the show.
I'm also 14.
And it's still, I loved the show when I was growing up.
Tell me you've already picked the plot out. That you're going to be very underground.
What was the favorite show for you to act and for watch and to write? What was the favorite show for you guys?
My favorite my favorite episode that I wrote might be Superstar with Jonathan. That was really fun to write. But Harsh Light of Day was fun, and Storyteller was fun. That show was just fun to write. It was fun anytime you get to sit down at the keyboard.
And then also, there's Billy now, right?
Yeah,
Billy.
Comic book Billy. Yeah, that was really fun because you felt like adding something to the universe that it's really starting to feel like it's lacking. There was a Billy-shaped hole in the universe. What was your favorite one to act in?
Once More with Feeling. I always put that one aside because it's like there was Buffy one. That was that episode stood alone, and then there's 143. My probably favorite to act in was Conversations with Dead People. Oh no, wait, I wasn't in that.
That's the last ever.
It was like 10 days, we took 8 days to shoot. I went to travel. I really
much before Once More with Feeling.
No, nothing, 0, nil, nada, niet.
Training for that? Like what is it?
No, nada, nil. We took dance lessons. But also, I really enjoyed playing Renfield in Buffy vs. Renfield. Because it was so different, and when you play a character for 7 years, and really 8 to 9 years, given the time that when we first started, you look at, you kind of come home and like, you read your script and read the scenes a couple times, But with Renfield, this is such a departure from Xander, and he actually spoke really quickly. I had to really study my lines when I got home, you know, and prepare more. And so I just kind of love that. And my favorite line that Xander said was in that episode with "This will not please the master." But I mean, it's hard, so hard to. I mean, I'm so fortunate. It's so hard to pick. You know, it's really, really, really hard to pick.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Back over here.
Hi. Thank you guys for coming. This is really cool. So I'm really
Thank you
excited.
guys for coming.
Okay. Earlier, the writers were talking about how they became fans or how they learned about Buffy, and I thought that was really interesting and exciting. I was wondering if each of you could maybe talk to us a little bit about your journey as a writer or an actor, how maybe you were led to be involved in the Buffy universe, or maybe anything that inspired you, just kind of reader life click, that kind of story.
Made my life click. I don't know if my life clicked
No,
today.
you had me before Buffy.
Yeah, well, it's certainly, people talk, I mean, this maybe, I don't think this is the answer you're looking for, but it's the answer that's in my head, so we'll try it. People talk about you take a job, you want 2 of 3 things to be good. You want the money, the people, or the product to be good. And if you get 2 of those 3, you found yourself a dream job. And on Buffy, it was all 3. And like, these are people that I will treasure forever that I met through Buffy. Enough money that I was able to do things like spend it on husbands now, so I could do dream projects from my heart. And the product, which is like the reason we're all here. So like that did give my life meaning. It gave it all those 3 things.
Working on this stuff, as I said before, I kind of stumbled into it without really knowing what it was, and it just grew to mean so much to me. And over the years, starting to work with Doug, and then later Jane, and then later directly with Joss, so much of what I think I understand about writing at this point is stuff that I learned by watching Buffy over and over and over again, and then having a script show up from Jane, or having a script show up from Joss, or writing a script and having Joss keeping notes on it, and doing that Writers' Summit. It's all just been like this amazing education, and it's cool to be in the position that I'm in, but still have these great opportunities to just learn, you know, to have my eyes opened about what it is we're supposed to be doing in terms of telling great genre stories. So, you know, that's like that's what defines this experience for me.
So cool when the one up over here. Xander. I saw a car coming in and I'm like, holy shit, everyone's on there. And then I realized that now I get it. I became a fan of the show literally from day one, and then I would have watching parties at my house. It was in my house or Joss's house, but maybe sometimes I would tape it and watch it at my house again with people and friends, and if anyone talked, I'd kick them out. At the beginning of like, I love the theme song so much, it gave me chills that if anyone was, I would yell at people. And this is before I started drinking, you know? That was just an anger inside of me that